Welcome, young entrepreneurs, to another episode about young entrepreneurship. Matt and I are the founders of this podcast and the founders of the group, and we're super excited to do this. This is going to be a good one because we're going to try to give you guys an idea on what we're doing here and what this group is about, because there's a lot of groups out there and there's a lot of different things going on, and people don't really know, like, can I just post an ad to this group? Do these guys care? I mean, so I think this podcast is going to be really important because it's going to give people shine the light on what we're doing here. So
absolutely. Yeah, and first of all, I want to thank all the members. I mean, we've gotten a huge reach from tons of entrepreneurs in the area jumping on board with our group, networking with us at all of our events. We've had 3 banging events that are just like very extravagant, fun.
And they've been growing every single time.
100%. So thank you, everybody who has participated, everybody who finds value in this group. We couldn't do without you. So thank you so much for being a part of this. But like Jake said, we do see a lot of new people coming in. We see a lot more new members, joining our group. So we just want to shed some light on some of the values that we see in the group and what we want to see from our members portraying and putting out there, especially on our page and on the group's page. So we want to kind of clarify some things on that. Everybody has done a really good job at following those really simple, basic rules that we put together. But, there's always a little bit of emphasis that goes into it that we kind of wanted to talk about a little bit.
On the back end, I'm the one approving the posts, so if you hate me, now you know who it is.
It's all him, guys.
And there's a lot of back end that goes into it. To be honest, we're just defining what we want posted on the group and what we don't. There was a lot of posts that I approved, and then after me and Matt talked about it, we go, you know what, we don't think that is giving value. We think they're just posting about their business and trying to make sales. So it's a really moving subject. I mean, there's not like a clear, definitive point of getting your posts approved and getting your posts not approved. Here's kind of our basic ideas on what we're trying to get people to post in the group. Should we go into this first?
Absolutely.
Okay. So when I'm looking at a post, the first thing I want to know is this just a plain ad? Is this a generic ad that you're posting to 80 groups at once? Which I do. I don't think it's bad that you do that, but it's not for this group.
Exactly.
It's not for this group. The reason why is because we have Tell Me Something Tuesday. So on Tuesday, you can post any ad that you want one time about your business so people can go sift through if they want, and they know what to expect every week, that this is going to be our ad week, and you can post whatever you want. Then it doesn't get inundated with ads because any group that you have that's just business after business after business posting an ad and nobody likes it, that's not a group. It's just a platform to post an ad.
Exactly.
So that's not what we're creating here. Now, so let's say your post is not an ad. What is the next thing that we're looking for? I want to see, are you creating conversation? Because conversation is the way that we're building business relationships. And that's the underlining thing of this group, is building genuine relationships with people and letting the sales come later. This is not a leads group.
Absolutely. And not only that, the conversation starters are resourceful to the people in the group. So people are able to take away information from those conversations if they're meaningful. If you ask a question about SEO optimization, or what are you using for your lead generation, what kind of email platforms are you using, those are all great conversations to start within the group. They're not salesy. They're not pointing out just your business and what you do and sell, but it's just trying to overall problem solve essentially as a group.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people get more out of that, being able to say, oh wow, I can relate to that. I can apply some of those techniques within this conversation, and I can actually go and reach out to the person who posted it and say, hey, I thank you for posting that. This is what I've come up with. You can start building those connections. And it's not just like, hey, call me if you need this service or this product or whatnot.
Absolutely. So having that post that's creating conversation, asking a question about your business, asking people about their business, just shouting somebody out, like Jesse. He cuts hair.
Yep.
I got my hair cut, and so did Matt from him, and we took a picture with him, and we said, thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it so much. That was not him. That was us saying thank you and shouting out, giving love to other businesses. That's great. Like that's
what the group is all about.
We want that love and connection that we're trying to bring to this group because we're all this is a hyper local group. Like we're in this is a Naperville, Downers, Lisle area, Aurora, Plainfield area.
Oh yeah. We're going to bump into each other every now and then.
Exactly. So having your posts, using that as a gateway drug to connect with somebody, then coming to an event, meeting them, knowing that you've talked to that person and going, hey, what's going on? How are you? All of a sudden, now you have a serious relationship with this person that does X, Y, and Z, and maybe you don't need them for a year. But when you do, you have that relationship built, or them needing you. You have that relationship built. And just being a friend to them, sooner or later, you'll get the business.
Absolutely.
So this is not a leads group. Yeah. This is not a place to huck your business.
This
is a place where business owners come together and connect and build relationships.
Absolutely. And the video content is great. We love seeing videos with valuable content in them. The only thing that we would say to try to veer towards when you're creating those videos or when you're thinking about posting to our group is, again, not using the video to just promote yourself and your business and what you're doing. Yeah, we know we've seen a lot of good videos out there that are like Philip Shepard put out a great video about social media and that helps people. It wasn't about his company, Petite Palette. He wasn't talking all about what he does. He was informing people on what works for his business and what he's done for his company to help them grow and whatnot. And it wasn't, a direct
because he has an
sale.
Art business.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have a social media sales business.
Exactly.
So it was a little different.
Yeah, and he's just applying things that he does in his business to help other entrepreneurs that will then, they'll take that information, hopefully go and apply it, and, it's useful to them. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to go call Philip now to go get an art class.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we had a unique situation with the CBD oil guy. And
Jonathan's awesome.
Jonathan's
a great guy. I love what he's doing with the CBD community. I'm a huge advocate for it.
Yeah.
However, you're still selling CBD when you're making videos.
So originally I said yes because it was a video and it was explaining something. Yes. And then me and Matt talked about it, and he was, we both kind of decided that he's kind of just selling his business, which it's subtle. It's in between, but it's still you're just I would say what you should be doing. And I think the videos are great. Like I was approving them. I think they're great.
Yeah.
But I think what you should be doing is creating conversation around CBD first, like making a post and saying, "What do you guys think about CBD?" And that's it. And then just letting people comment, and then you comment and say, I got a video on that. Check it out over here.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yes. Lead them to a platform of some sort. You can use the group for some stuff like that. We just don't want people to be annoyed with videos constantly coming in about their business, what they're selling. Again, the whole reason we created this group was to stop selling.
Yeah.
We want to attract people. We want to build real connections, genuine relationships with people. And when you start to sell things, it just taints the entire thing.
Yeah.
Like for everybody. Like when I'm at a networking event, for example, and the first thing I say is, hey, my name is Matt and I sell promotional products. Here's my business card. That guy is running to the door as soon as I do that.
Nobody cares.
Times have changed. We don't do that anymore. We're trying, especially with social media, everyone's glued to their phones. Everyone's staring into that light. No, but people want to make real connections with people. So that's what we're attempting to do. We're trying to make those real connections, and selling your product directly like that in a way that's very pushy and salesy is the exact opposite of what we're trying to accomplish. So, and again, our group, we've just from our events, we know that doesn't happen often. People come to our networking groups and they're there to have a good time. They're there to have fun, meet people, and build real connections. So it's mostly on the groups, like the page and what's being posted on there. And it's very seldom, but just to make it clear for everybody, especially for the new people who are coming in the group, this is why we're doing this, so that we can make sure that it's clear, concise, everybody's on the same page. We have these rules in place for a reason, to basically protect the rest of the group.